At the nation's top office and the government's third policy briefing session with President Park Geun, related ministries pledged to do more to help college graduates in these tough economic times, with President Park calling on all members of society to share the burden. Our Song Ji-sun starts us off.
Improving quality of life, making people happier. That was the core of the government's third policy briefing for 2016. The session focused on creating new jobs for Korea's young people and providing customized welfare for all so that no one is left out. The government's labor and education reforms will continue, with universities reducing their admissions quotas and vying to better match the needs of students and employers. Given the current state of the labor market, President Park called on labor and management to yield and sacrifice in equal measure.
노사가 서로 양보하면서 고통을 분담해야 합니다. 지금 한쪽의 일방적 주장만으로 시간을 끌고 가기에는 우리가 처한 상황이 너무나도 어렵습니다. 금년에는 노동개혁을 반드시 완수하고 현장에 정착시킬 수 있도록 노사의 결단이 있기를 기대합니다.
Her remarks follow the announcement on Tuesday by the Federation of Korean Trade Unions that is withdrawing from a tripartite deal struck with the government and management in September. The deal was aimed at making Korea's labor market more flexible through a wage peak system and other measures. The umbrella union said the government had unilaterally pushed for reforms and drafted guidelines to make layoffs easier without consulting the union. Meanwhile, with youth unemployment topping 9% last year, the government had boosted this year's budget for youth job creation by 20% to $1.8 billion. As part of the plan, the so-called employment zones will be set up at the country's 17 innovation centers nationwide to help young job seekers find matching positions. In addition, related ministries pledged to do more to help citizens in regions outside of Seoul. To provide citizens with customized welfare, regional community centers will be revamped into welfare hubs for local residents. President Park asked local officials to better listen to residents' concerns so that their needs can be reflected in the government's plans. Song Ji-sun, Arirang News.